In today's video, we're revealing the secrets of the Rolex Watch Investment Guide, a treasure trove of insights revealing which Rolex models could turn your passion for timepieces into a profitable venture. From the iconic Daytona's soaring market value to the surprising investment potential of lesser-known models, this guide is your key to understanding the intricate dance of rarity, demand, and historical significance in the Rolex market. But before we jump into the exciting world of Rolex's most profitable watches, we want to be crystal clear. This isn't financial advice. It's just us sharing some market observations with our awesome, opulent Oasis audience. So with that friendly disclaimer out of the way, let's roll up our sleeves and check out the watches that have been making waves as some seriously smart investments. Rolex Oyster Perpetual. Let's embark with the Rolex Oyster Perpetual, a series that stands tall in Rolex's lineup for its investment potential. Let's start with the 28mm pink and the 41mm models in Royal Navy blue, black, silver, and green. These models are not just visually stunning, but also lucrative in the resale market. Now let's zoom in on the 41mm models. People are chasing these watches and often end up paying a whopping $8,250 more than the original price tag. So imagine a watch listed at $10,000. In the resale game, it could fetch around $18,250. That's a tidy $8,250 profit for the seller. Pretty impressive, right? But the allure doesn't end there. The candy pink and Tiffany 31mm models are in such high demand that finding one can feel like a treasure hunt. Now, why are these models so profitable? It comes down to a perfect storm of limited availability, high demand, and Rolex's unwavering reputation for quality. Rolex Air King. Moving on to the Rolex Air King, this 40mm model is often seen as an entry-level everyday watch. But don't let that fool you. The new models, while similar to the older ones, have been slightly improved, making them appealing to both new collectors and Rolex enthusiasts. If you're curious about the pricing, the Air King retails for around $6,250. But the interesting part is how it performs in the market. Typically, you could expect to pay a bit less than the retail price, say around $6,000. But here's where it gets exciting. The resale value can actually climb quite a bit higher. We're not just talking about a small profit here. In the resale market, the Air King can fetch a decent profit, sometimes even more than $500 above the retail price. It's like paying $6,000 and then selling it later for around $6,750 or more. So, if you're not just in it for a quick profit, the Air King can be a pretty cool choice for people who want to dip their toes into the Rolex market. It's got this simplicity and a neat history that can make it quite appealing. Rolex Datejust. Next, we spotlight the Rolex Datejust, particularly the 36mm versions with Wimbledon, mint, and motif dials, and the 41mm models with fluted bezels and Jubilee bracelets. The 41mm Chocolate Jubilee fluted models in rose gold are especially profitable, selling between $14,500 to $15,000, which allows investors to purchase them for $12,500 to $13,000. This results in a potential profit of about $2,500. The blend of classic Rolex design and the allure of rose gold drives their popularity among enthusiasts and investors. Rolex Milgauss. You see, the Rolex Milgauss, especially the blue models, have found a niche in the collector's market. The Milgauss's unique appeal lies in its anti-magnetic properties, designed for scientists and engineers working in environments with strong magnetic fields. This specialized feature sets it apart from other Rolex models. The striking blue dial and distinctive orange lightning bolt-shaped seconds hand make the blue Milgauss instantly recognizable, adding to its desirability among collectors. These beauties typically retail around $8,300. But here's where it gets interesting. They're often sold in the collector's market for way more. We're talking about them fetching prices between $22,050 to $23,300. That's a hefty profit margin, ranging from about $13,750 to $15,000. But what drives these prices sky high? A couple of things. The blue Milgauss models are produced in limited numbers, which adds to their rarity, and of course, there's their stunning design and fascinating story. Rolex Submariner. Next on our list, we've got the Rolex Submariner, and those steel models with green bezels are the ones people affectionately call the Starbucks or Kermit. These beauties are like the Swiss Army knives of watches. They can handle underwater adventures and look sharp on your wrist during everyday life. With an initial price tag of about $9,100, these watches tend to resell for around $15,000. That's a tidy profit of roughly $7,375 in your pocket. And what makes them extra special? Well, that unique green bezel is a head-turner, and Rolex's commitment to quality ensures they stay looking good and ticking accurately. Rolex Sea Dweller. Now let's switch gears to the Rolex Sea Dweller, especially the 50th anniversary model with red writing and the James Cameron edition. See, they usually sell for around $15,000, which means you could be looking at a profit of about $18,750 if you found the right audience. But what sets them apart from the market? Well, for starters, that red writing and the James Cameron edition are like collector's gems, plus they have a legendary history and serious underwater cred. The James Cameron version, inspired by his deep-sea dive to the Mariana Trench, brings together Rolex's durability with an exciting story. These Sea Dweller watches are built tough for the deep sea, but look just as classy in a boardroom. Rolex Daytona. Turning to the Rolex Daytona, this model is in a league of its own. This watch is believed to be a legend, especially the steel versions, and those with white dials are like the crown jewels. What's more, the bimetal and full gold models, including those adorned with diamond dials, are worth their weight in gold, literally. They often fetch prices ranging from $27,000 to $29,000, which translates to a profit of roughly $33,750 to $36,250. The Daytona's got it all: a rich history in motor racing, an iconic design, and a level of rarity that watch enthusiasts crave. And what's more interesting is that Rolex keeps giving it updates and improvements, ensuring it's always on the radar of collectors. That kind of buzz can make those latest Daytona models seriously profitable. Rolex Yacht-Master Titanium 42mm. Lastly, let's talk about the new kid on the block, the Rolex Yacht-Master Titanium 42mm. Retailing at $11,800, it's expected to make a splash in the market at around $30,000. That's a potential profit of about $22,750. But what makes it special? Well, it's all about that titanium. It's tough, it's resistant to corrosion, and it's as light as a feather. That choice of material not only makes the watch durable, but also adds to its allure and potential resale value. And don't get me started on the modern design. It's bigger, bolder, and right on point with the latest trends in luxury watches. It's like the Rolex for the younger, trendier crowd, which means a broader market and even more profit potential. You see, not every Rolex you lay your eyes on is going to be your golden ticket to a profitable investment. It's a bit like the stock market. Trends and tastes in the world of luxury watches can sway your potential returns. So when it comes to the watches listed below, could there be some losers in terms of their investment potential? Rolex Datejust bimetal models. First on the list, we've got the Rolex Datejust bimetal models, especially the ones sporting those smooth bezels. Now, don't get me wrong, they're prestigious and all, but when it comes to resale, they haven't quite set the market on fire. Why? Well, it's a bit about supply and demand. These watches are pretty common, and their design, while classy, doesn't quite have that wow factor compared to the fluted or diamond-studded versions that collectors tend to go crazy for. Rolex Sea Dweller in steel and gold. Next, let's chat about the Rolex Sea Dweller in steel and gold. These watches are like the solid, dependable friends you have, but they haven't won over the collector crowd as much as some others. Maybe it's because of their higher retail price, or perhaps they just lack that special something in the eyes of investors. Whatever the case, they often end up selling for close to or even less than their original list price. Rolex Deep Sea with a black dial. Now, the Rolex Deep Sea with a black dial, That's a beast of a watch, built to handle extreme depths, but its bulkiness and niche appeal mean it doesn't quite find as much love in the secondary market. Plus, the high price tag and specialized nature of this watch can be a bit of a turn-off for general collectors, which impacts its resale value. Rolex Yacht-Master 37mm in full gold. Last but not least, we've got the Rolex Yacht-Master 37mm in full gold on Oyster Flex and bimetal versions. Despite being part of the prestigious Yacht-Master line, these particular versions aren't exactly flying off the shelves. Their smaller size and specific look limit their appeal, especially among collectors who tend to favor the larger and more distinctive models. To sum it all up, the realm of Rolex is like a treasure trove with its share of gems and gambles. So whether you're a seasoned watch connoisseur or just dipping your toes into the luxurious waters of Rolex, remember that knowledge is your most precious asset. Thanks for joining us on this exhilarating journey through the captivating world of Rolex watches. If you found this video insightful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more engaging content on luxury investments here at Opulent Oasis. And hey, while you're at it, check out our other watch videos. We've got plenty more horological wisdom to share. Until next time, keep investing wisely and may time always be on your side.